If you're playing the Italian but you don't know the concrete plans, you could watch this video, see how a master actually looks at chess. Take some notes and elevate your gameplay, guys. Let's get right into it. Watch the masterclass, guys. Just principles. Pawn to e4 on the board, and I'm waiting for my opponent to realize who is actually playing. The great feeder master of Jamaica, the coach himself. Again, Raheem in the flesh, guys. Knight to f3, and we're developing our pieces. Bishop to c4, and I now have my favorite, the Italian game. He wants me to play the Evans, but no. We're going to be just sticking to chess principles, guys. Remember, take notes, your notebook, everything that you need to gather information. Right now, guys, pawn to d3 now goes h6. And let's continue. Knight to c3. I'm just taking out my pieces. Nothing fancy. Bishop to e3 now. And my development is complete in terms of my minor pieces. My two knights, my two bishops. I have king safety, a pawn in the center. Life is nice, guys. Now, in the middle game, you need to be improving your pieces. Now, each trade that you make, it has to be benefiting you. So, right now, I was basically willing to double my pawns to open up the f file. So, runs like a chicken and places bishop back to e7. Every single time you retreat in chess, you're giving your opponent space. I am not going to take my foot off this gas pedal. I'm going to be moving forward, guys. I know we have this move. Should I? Of course. We go. Should I? I could also play knight to d5. So I'm thinking of the forward move d4 or knight to d5, guys. Like both of them are going forward. It's just which one do I actually want? Let's settle for knight to d5. The thing is, if he takes, then pawn takes d5 is gonna be removing the guard off this e5 pawn. So for guys who are working on their visualization, please take that in. Goes d6, and now we're having our second thing. I just want the bishop here. So take notes on what I just did, guys. I placed my knight to d5, right? Completely putting a piece in my opponent's ear of the board. This is how we attack, guys. We're just going over there, we're throwing bombs, and I just took that man's bishop. Now, at the higher levels, bishops are worth more than knights, and we know what bishops like, guys. It likes open games. So in the future, I'll be playing this move, pawn to d4, and absolutely breaking open this position. Now, I'm thinking of this move, rook to e1, but bishop to g4 pinning my knight is not something I like. So I'm going to take the time here to play this move, pawn to h3, stopping bishop to g4. And then I'm going to be playing moves like rook to e1, c3, and pawn to d4 to break open that side. Oh, this man is so boring. Okay, let's just decline that. Let's keep the pin. I need to keep the bishop here, guys. Like, I can't just take every single trade. Like, this is giving up my bishop here. So I play bishop to b5. And I could take, double up his pawns. So there's like opposite color bishop. Not my cup of tea. All right, let's go rook. Right, I would chop that. Misplace his rook. I don't want to give up my bishop here, but this man is really pushing it. Like, I can't run away any longer. He's gonna go moves like pawn to b5. Wait, bishop a4, pawn b5. I take. Looks too complex. Let's just take this. I'm going to just like break with d4 now and take the better position. If pawn takes, I'm thinking of queen takes. Just putting some pressure on the rook here on a7. I'll also go knight takes and try to play like a bishop versus knight. A lot of good moves. Which one do I pick? I choose knight. Alright, so far so good. I have two pieces putting pressure in his ear of the board. Okay, I don't like that move from him. Wait, can I go knight here first? Wait, takes? Like, why would he do that? Take it. I'm definitely going knight to f5 if he gives me the chance. I think he's gonna go queen. Oh, doesn't go queen takes. Doesn't that like blunder pieces? Blunder, blunder, guys. I have one knight that was pointing in his direction. And now it's on b5, guys. What have we learned here today? Activity is law. Now, knight to b5 here, hitting the rook. The misplaced rook on e7. This is why we don't have misplaced pieces. And I'm just going to like transfer my knight now to the d5 square. I could even bring it back to b5 to hit the pawn on d6. But I think best is just knight to c3, knight to d5 and pawn to c3. Because he still has the backward pawn to deal with, so it's nothing too serious. I'm gonna be playing moves like f4 as well. And yeah, how is he planning to actually get himself out of this one? It's not so obvious. Maybe he's gonna try like knight c5 though. He moves his king. He moves his king. Should I go more pawns? I have the space. I could actually play f4 here. He definitely wants knight c5. That d pawn is weak. I need a plan. I need. Let's go. Let's keep it simple. I want to just swing my rook to d1, get everything connected. But maybe like double up on the d file or triple. Anything for the weaknesses. So I'm trying to get plans for the weaknesses. All right, he wants to trade queens. Why would I not trade queens? I'm up a pawn. My pawn structure is better as well. As a matter of fact, he can't even take this because that's a fort. Like this knight is the boss, guys. It's the boss of the show, and he can't do anything. And as a matter of fact, he cannot not take that pawn because the queen is also trapped. This is absolutely magnificent chess. Absolutely magnificent chess. Now, he might try rook takes f5. Then I hit him with this. Let's do the math. Takes, rook here, rook there, knight to f4. Take notes, guys, like only masters can process. I'm a what, guys? I am a master. Rook here. If he attacks, I attack. And then he resigns. Okay, that doesn't stop anything. Then he resigns. I'm attacking his knight, I'm attacking his rook, and that's it, guys. Realize that I didn't just be like, I'm up a piece, let us trade. I'm teaching him the actual laws of chess. Never ever play quickly against a feeder master, especially when the flag says that he's from Jamaica, because you might be playing against Raheem Glaves himself. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Oh, and if you're interested in 1v1 sessions, then you could book through my website. The link is going to be in my description and also pinned in my comments. RaheemGlavesChess.com. Take care. He resigned.